The year 2026 has barely begun, yet the tone for what lies ahead has already been set. There is a sense that this year will be loud, fast-moving, and full of surprises. Almost immediately, that feeling was reinforced by the appearance of a refreshed version of the Tesla Semi, often referred to as the second generation of the electric semi-truck. For the first time in nearly 8 years since its original debut, the Semi has been spotted at the Nevada manufacturing site with a visibly updated design. Until now, changes were hinted at only through brief teaser images shown late last year, leaving many questions unanswered. Seeing the vehicle in the real world marks a significant moment for those who have been waiting patiently for tangible progress. The Nevada facility, where the Semi is built, has long been a cornerstone of Tesla's operations. It produces drive units, battery packs, and energy products, and has played a vital role in supporting the rapid growth of other vehicle programs. Over the years, this site has helped ramp up production for some of Tesla's most successful models and remains the central hub for battery components and powertrain systems used in vehicles built across the United States. As 2026 approached, the factory reached an impressive milestone by producing its 6th millionth drive unit, highlighting both its scale and maturity. Against this backdrop, the reappearance of the Tesla Semi feels especially important. A long-time observer of the Nevada site, who frequently documents construction progress, inadvertently captured drone footage of the Semi, featuring a completely new exterior. Once the images surfaced, a detailed list of changes quickly followed. At least 11 notable updates have already been identified, ranging from design revisions to deep technical improvements. Together, they suggest that this is not a minor refresh, but a meaningful evolution of the platform. The most striking visual change is the new front light bar. It immediately distinguishes the updated Semi from the earlier version and closely resembles the design language seen on newer passenger vehicles. While the general shape is familiar, the scale is larger to suit the massive proportions of a heavy-duty truck. Compared to the original headlights, which were bold and unconventional, this new lighting approach feels more cohesive and modern. Many observers believe this update will age better and align the Semi more clearly with the rest of the lineup. Beyond appearance, efficiency has clearly been a central focus. The refreshed Semi is described as more efficient overall, a term that covers everything from aerodynamics to energy consumption and drivability. One confirmed improvement is increased payload capacity, which is critical in the freight industry. For electric trucks, payload is directly tied to vehicle weight. Every kilogram saved on the tractor allows more cargo to be carried, improving profitability for operators. There are two realistic paths to achieving this. The first involves reducing the weight of the vehicle itself through the use of lighter yet strong materials, such as advanced aluminum alloys, high-strength steel, or composites. Subtle changes in the frame, cab, and structural components can add up to significant savings. While it is not yet confirmed whether such material changes have been made, it remains a strong possibility. The second path, and the one that aligns closely with confirmed information, lies in the battery. The updated Semi is expected to transition to a high-voltage battery system using larger format cells. Earlier prototypes relied on lithium iron phosphate chemistry, which offered cost and safety benefits, but came with a major drawback: lower energy density. To achieve long range, these batteries required a large number of cells, resulting in a heavy pack that limited payload and increased energy use. Higher energy density cells changed that equation. With nearly double the energy per kilogram compared to earlier chemistry, fewer cells are needed to achieve the same total capacity. This allows the battery pack to be lighter while still supporting long-distance operation. The result is a truck that can carry more cargo, consume less energy, and potentially be sold at a more competitive price. One of the most impressive figures associated with the updated Semi is its energy consumption. At approximately 1.7 kilowatt-hours per mile, the truck achieves roughly a 15% improvement over the earlier version. In the world of long-haul trucking, such gains are enormous. Over hundreds of thousands of miles, even small efficiency improvements can translate into tens of thousands of dollars in savings per vehicle. This level of efficiency also brings strategic flexibility. With lower energy use per mile, operators can either reduce the size of the battery pack or maintain the same range with a lighter a 500-mile range, rather than pushing. In this case, the decision has been made to for higher range numbers. The focus has shifted to balancing range, weight, and cost in a way that maximizes real-world usefulness. Charging capability may be the most transformative upgrade of all. Recent footage shows the Semi charging at a peak rate of 1.2 megawatts at a dedicated high-power station. This represents a major leap forward for electric trucking. In an industry where time directly equals money, long charging stops have always been a concern. Ultra-fast charging changes the conversation entirely. At this power level, the Semi can replenish hundreds of kilowatt-hours during a driver's mandatory rest period. That means charging can happen without disrupting schedules, allowing electric trucks to operate on cycles similar to diesel vehicles. It also reduces the need for oversized batteries, further lowering weight and cost while improving efficiency. Power delivery has also been significantly enhanced. The updated Semi is rated at around 800 kilowatts of drive power, equivalent to over 1,000 horsepower. However, raw horsepower figures only tell part of the story. Electric motors deliver torque instantly and consistently, allowing the truck to accelerate smoothly under heavy loads, climb long grades without strain, and maintain steady speeds on highways. This capability is not about speed for its own sake. In commercial operations, maintaining consistent speed on challenging terrain is what matters most. With ample power reserves, the drivetrain operates well within its limits, reducing heat and wear and improving long-term durability. Achieving this level of performance while also improving efficiency highlights the maturity of electric powertrains in demanding applications. Several smaller but meaningful changes can also be seen. The side windows now extend less toward the rear, a modification that likely improves aerodynamics and reduces manufacturing complexity without sacrificing visibility. The steps leading into the cab feature diamond plate anti-slip surfaces, enhancing safety for drivers in wet or icy conditions. These details reflect attention to real-world use, not just specifications. Another important addition is the presence of extra cameras positioned around the vehicle, suggesting that the Semi has been designed with autonomous capability in mind. If advanced driver assistance or full autonomy is eventually deployed, it could fundamentally reshape freight transport by allowing trucks to operate for longer periods with minimal downtime. Field testing has already provided encouraging results. During a real-world trial, the Semi demonstrated the ability to travel nearly 400 miles while fully loaded, maintaining average highway speeds and consuming around 1.7 kilowatt-hours per mile. These results challenge the assumption that electric trucks are limited to short-range or last-mile duties and confirm their viability for regional and mid-haul operations. Logistics companies that have tested the Semi have expressed strong interest in expanding their fleets. Beyond cost savings, the reduction in emissions is substantial, with each truck capable of cutting tens of tons of greenhouse gases annually. Combined with lower operating costs, this creates a compelling business case. Elsewhere, other vehicles continue to shape the broader picture. One model has achieved the rare feat of becoming the world's best-selling car for 3 consecutive years, outperforming long-established competitors. Its success is rooted in a balance of practicality, safety, performance, and value, making it appealing across diverse markets. Even during periods of softer demand, its overall momentum has remained strong. Looking ahead, several new variants are expected to expand its appeal further, including versions focused on affordability, performance, and extended interior space. Together, they are likely to reinforce its position as a global leader. Another major development involves a purpose-built autonomous vehicle that has officially entered production. Designed for scale, this vehicle is expected to be manufactured in volumes far exceeding any previous model. Its production process is described as radically different from traditional automotive lines, resembling high-speed electronics manufacturing more than conventional car assembly. This approach underscores a broader shift toward extreme automation and efficiency. In Europe, manufacturing operations are also preparing for the future despite challenging market conditions. One major facility has maintained stable production and preserved jobs even as demand softened across the region. Quarterly output has continued to grow steadily, supplying vehicles to dozens of markets and recently expanded exports overseas. Plans are in place to further expand capacity, pending final approvals, and significant infrastructure upgrades around the site are already underway. Looking further ahead, local battery production is scheduled to begin later in the decade, increasing supply chain independence and supporting long-term growth. Taken together, these developments paint a picture of a company entering 2026 with renewed momentum. From heavy-duty trucks and autonomous vehicles to global manufacturing expansion, the pieces are aligning for a year that could redefine expectations across multiple industries.